Hello everyone and welcome to this hands-on lab. In our lab today, we will learn how to perform an automatic model evaluation using a built-in prompt dataset for Amazon Bedrock. These are some reference URLs that I've mentioned over here. I would certainly recommend that you visit these URLs as they have additional information on this particular topic. I've also posted a couple of links for JSON formatters because we will be using JSON format in this lab. You can use either of these free formatters online or you can use any other formatter of your choice. I have also created a playlist for Amazon Bedrock on my channel. The URL is mentioned right here. Both the reference URLs and the URLs for the JSON formatters, along with the URL to the Amazon Bedrock playlist, will be mentioned in the description of this video. As I create additional tutorials and labs on Amazon Bedrock, I will have them added to this particular playlist. Scenario for our lab today. We need to create and schedule an Amazon Bedrock model evaluation job using a built-in prompt dataset. Remember the keyword over here is built-in. This is an existing built-in prompt dataset. A couple of things to keep in mind before we proceed further ahead. You can use either US East, that is North Virginia, or US West, that is Oregon region, to do this lab. These regions will support the foundational models that we are planning to use in this lab. We will be using Amazon Nova, but in case you plan to use another foundational model, then ensure that it is supported in your region and most importantly, check for its pricing. And this is the most critical part. Ensure that you delete and release all resources after this lab has been completed. Otherwise, you will get a bill from Amazon because some of these services and the models can get very expensive. So ensure that you have this discipline, you have this practice of deleting and releasing all resources after completing this lab or any other lab for that matter. Step 1. In a step 1, we will be creating a S3 bucket with this particular name. Now I am using this name. You can use any name that you like. And within this bucket, we will be creating a folder. So let's get started. So let me go to, okay, so this is Bedrock. Okay, and let me go to S3. Okay, over here, we are going to create a bucket. And I'm going to use the same name, my model eval bucket. So my model eval bucket. And as I said, you could give any other name that you like. Just come down and click on create bucket. So your bucket got created. And within this bucket, we are going to create a folder. And what name are we planning to give? My model eval output. Okay, so my model eval output. And create this folder. I'm going to keep my bucket name aside so I know that I have to delete this particular bucket. So we have completed step 1. Step 2. In step 2, we will go to Bedrock. We will go to inference and assessment evaluations, automatic, create an automatic programmatic evaluation job, provide a model evaluation name and description for the job. Okay, and then select the model. So let me go here, click on Bedrock. Okay, so inference and assessment evaluations. And then we are basically saying we are going to create automatic programmatic. So this is automatic, create automatic programmatic. This is the first option right here. Okay, and now we have to give it an evaluation name. I'm going to say my model eval or my first model eval. Give a description. Okay, so we finished these three steps. Now we're going to select the model as Amazon Nova. So scroll down, model selector, Amazon. Which one should I use? I'm going to use the micro one. Apply. And then review and keep the default values for matrix and datasets. So matrix and datasets. So where are those matrix and datasets? So first we will have to see what kind of a task type we want. So a general task. And then these are the matrix and data sets. I'm missing a point over here. So before you do these, between these two steps, you have to actually choose the task type. So sorry, I missed that step. Apologies. So let's say if you want to do a general text generation or a text summarization, text classification, question and answer, that's totally up to you. Okay, these are the different inbuilt task types. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use question and answer. And for all the matrix and data sets, I'm going to keep the default values as we have mentioned over here. So review and keep all the default values. So matrix is accuracy, toxicity, robustness. So these are the three matrix and these are the default data sets that are there as well. So I'm going to just use the built-in data sets. Okay, and then select your output bucket and folder for evaluation results. So browse, this is my output folder and my bucket. And we will be creating a new service role. Copy this name, please, and keep it right here. Okay, and we have finished these steps. Finally, we will click on create. Now, after you click on create, please be patient because after being scheduled, the model evaluation job can take some time to execute and complete. Once the job has been completed, post that we will look at its output file. Okay, and some of the output parameters. So let's go ahead and click on create. Okay, it requires the course setting. So yes, it requires the course setting. So click on view. And what kind of course setting? Okay, let's go and look at it. Okay, this is our bucket. And permissions is the course. Course is right here. Edit. And we will need a course policy for this. So for that, we will have to find the policy. So let's find the policy, okay? So go here. I'm going to go to Amazon Bedrock Evaluation S3 course. Let's see if we can find something in the documentation. There it is. Okay, so this is the following minimal course configuration required for S3 buckets. So copy this. Okay, go here. And where is that my S3 bucket? This is my S3 bucket. Paste this right here. And save changes. Okay, so now we should be good. So this is how you go about doing, you know, copying a course policy and then pasting it for your S3 bucket. Okay, I will also have this particular URL mentioned in the description of the video as well. So let's go ahead and click on create. Now, if everything is okay, then this job should be created successfully. If you get the same error message like I have got for the course setting, go ahead, Go to that URL that is mentioned in the description of this video and go and copy the course settings or the course policy from the documentation. So click on create. Okay, so the job is in the process of being created and it will take a few minutes. Okay, so not this part, but I believe our job has been submitted. So you can see the status is in progress. Okay. Okay, it's in progress. So it'll take some time for this job to go from in process to scheduled to be completed. Okay, so it's not that fast, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the recording and then come back once it gets into a schedule mode, or depends, it might be completed uh, when I get to it. Okay, so I'm going to stop the recording now. So our job has completed. As you can see the status over here. So let's go inside and take a look at the output results. So we had taken the option of question and answer with these three matrix: so accuracy, toxicity, and robustness. So these are the different matrix available. These are the different built-in data sets. Each one of these data sets, as you can see, has 100 prompts and 100 responses to those prompts, again, over here. And besides each prompt data set, you can see what is the value of its accuracy, the toxicity value, and the robustness value. And right over here, we have the location where our results have been stored. So let me click on this link. And this is in our output folder, okay? So if you come over here, you will be able to see that, let me go to the, so this is my output folder, my first model eval. Okay, and then the output folder right here. And within this, you can see there's this folder which has practically no meaning. If you click on that one, you will see models. Then you will see Amazon Nova Micro version 1.0, task types, question and answer, data sets. And these are the different data sets. So I'm going to, let's say, take data set for natural questions. And this is the output JSON file. So let's click on that and then click on open. So it should download the file. There it is. So let's see if it can open it. So it does open it in Word, in Notepad. So there are a whole bunch of prompts over here, and you can see that we have responses. But what we are going to do now is that we are going to copy one of them. So this is one, and go to our JSON formatter. Remember, the links are there in the description of this video. And I think I have it opened over here. Let me check. There it is. This is an online free JSON formatter. So paste it right here and click on format so we can read it. So here is saying accuracy is 0.67, toxicity, robustness. So toxicity is not much, but the response is probably not that accurate. That's what the model thinks. Please answer the following question in a few words. A bond that is that the issuer has the right to pay off before its maturity date. Your answer should be concise as possible. Do not provide additional explanations. And the response is callable bond. Okay. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. I do not have a lot of knowledge about callable bonds. Let's look at some other, the second record over there. So paste it right there. Format and beautify. Uh, so now the accuracy is 0, toxicity is also 0, robustness is also 0. Please answer the following question in a few words. Who was Charlie writing in do in Perks of Being a Wallflower movie? Okay, his friends. I'm not sure if this is accurate. Okay, let's pick maybe something else that has maybe a higher accuracy. Maybe all of these are accuracy result is your accuracy result. Hold on, accuracy result is 1. So let's try and pick this one up. So copy. So I'm copying one of the prompts. Okay, so accuracy is 1, toxicity is low, robustness is 75. Please answer the following question in a few words. When was the last time Michigan beat Ohio State? Your answer should be concise as possible. Do not provide additional information. I don't know whether this is regarding basketball or baseball, but it seems the answer is 2011. Maybe possibly across all the different sports that are available. So this is how you go about performing an automatic evaluation for a model using a built-in data set. So do try it out. Let me know what your experience is. It's pretty good. You can look at the other data sets as well. Okay, so if we go back to data sets and let's say we look at trivia. So trivia again has a separate JSON file open. We click on open again, this will be downloaded. Click on open and did it open a second one? I think there it is. That's the second one right here. Okay, so, okay, let me see where is the second one. This is the second one, or maybe this is the one. Okay, so let's see if I copy this particular first. Okay, let me copy the first record from here and go back to my formatter. And here we will see accuracy is 0. What is the connection between computer programming language Ada, developed in 1980, and the daughter of the poet Lord Byron? And it seems, what is the answer? Ada Lovelace, the daughter of poet Lord Byron, inspired the name of the Ada programming language. Okay, maybe that's the case. What is the accuracy on this? 0. So it's not confident about this response. Okay, so maybe let's look at something else. Hopefully this has a higher accuracy rating. So let's look at this. Accuracy is 1. How many points is a try worth in a game of rugby union? And it seems it's 5. Let's do one thing. Let's double check this, okay? So I'm going to go to Google and paste it right here. Okay, the accuracy is right, is 5 points, so which is really very good. So this is how you go about performing evaluation of any model using an inbuilt prompt data set. So I hope that this lab was helpful. Do post your comments. If you are new to my channel, do like and subscribe. I will see you shortly in some other video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.